Hello everyone, it's Rejoy Grammar and I'm your teacher, Tara Han. At Rejoy Grammar, we're going to learn about basic grammar in English. So, we're going to start with Chapter 1. Chapter 1, we're going to learn about nouns. So, what is a noun? Countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Classifying uncountable nouns. Making plural nouns and articles in English. The article, the. So first, what is a noun? Today, we'll learn about noun, 명사. Nouns are the names of people, animals, things, places, or feelings. So for example, student, dog, table, river, Korea, all these things that we use in our lives are nouns. So, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. 셀 수 있는 명사 and 셀 수 없는 명사. First, we're going to look at countable nouns. Countable nouns are things that we can count 1, 2, 3. So for example, cat, apple, house. We can say 1 cat, 2 cat, right? So these are all countable nouns. So for the features of countable noun is if it's a singular, 단수, we can use a or an. For example, a cat, an apple. And if it's a plural, 복수, we can say we add an s or an es. So it goes cats, apples, buses. In uncountable nouns, we're going to look at uncountable nouns. Things we cannot count is uncountable noun. So, water, gas, snow. We cannot count these things, so it is called uncountable nouns. So I got a chart here. So these are all uncountable nouns. We can classify it as like 4 things. So first, substance, water, gas, snow. Materials and food, cheese, rice, salt. Subjects or sports, math, science, soccer. Names of people, cities, or countries, Jane, Korea, New York. These are all uncountable nouns. So for rules for the uncountable nouns we have to memorize is don't use a or an. And no plural form. So use phrases like some, a piece of, a glass of. So for example, some water, a piece of cheese, a piece of cake. We can say like this. So classifying uncountable nouns again. So substance, juice, air, ice. Materials and food, cheese, rice, sugar. Concepts and activities, math, tennis, music. Names for proper nouns is Seoul, Mary, Japan. So now, let's learn how to change singular nouns to plural nouns. So these are the rules that we should memorize. We have to add an S, add a just normal noun. So for bird, it goes to birds, just adding an S. And if it ends with the S, SH, CH, X, or O, we have to add ES. So bus ends with an S, so we have to go buses. And if it ends with an F or an FE, we have to change it to VES. So for example, leaf ends with an F, so we have to go leaves. And if it ends with a consonant Y, we have to change Y into IES, and we can say city ends with a Y, so it goes with cities. And if it ends with a vowel plus Y, just add an S as simply as this. So boy. It ends with an Y, so we have to go boys. So irregular plurals. We have to memorize these because it's irregular. 불규칙적인. So child goes children. Woman with an A goes women, E. Foot goes feet. Mouse goes mice. Tooth goes teeth. And for articles is, what is an article? An article is a small word that comes before a noun and gives more information about it. There are two types, definite, so it's called the, and indefinite, a or an. So use a before a consonant sound. For example, a dog, a pencil, a teacher. And we have to use un before a vowel sound. An apple, an egg, an idea. So in Korean, consonant is chaum, vowel is moom. So if it goes d, p, t, we have to add a, and if it goes e, a, we have to add an un. So for examples of exceptions has an hour. You can say it looks like an hour, but it's a silent H. So it sounds hour. And a university. It sounds like university. The is used when we talk about something specific or something we already know. So for example, I have a dog. The dog is cute. So what does it say? We now know which dog we're talking about. The sun, the moon, the earth. It's only in the world just one. Next, the guitar, the piano. Musical instruments. In this case, we also do the morning, the afternoon. Time expressions. In this case, it's also using the. In the sky, in the sea. In this case, we don't use the at the front of the sentence, but also use the before because it's a specific place. For the key summary of today's lesson is nouns can be countable, like cat or apple. One cat, two cat, one apple, two apple. Or uncountable, like water or rice. We cannot count it. And we use different rules to form their plurals and or add articles. Next, use a or un for general, singular nouns, and when the talking about something specific or already known. So today's lesson is over, and at chapter 2, we're going to look at adjectives. So see you next time.